A few minutes ago, I was reading an article on UFC 170, and that's the DC versus Rashad Evans fight. And something DC said about Rashad got me thinking. And it's on the topic of friends fighting each other in the UFC. Here he said,
I would have preferred to fight someone else, but the UFC are going to make the fight, and it's our job to fight. I care about him a ton, and I think he's a great guy. But now it's time to get down to business, and we're going to get in that cage, and I have to try and hurt him. I can't go into the cage feeling like I don't want to hurt my buddy, because otherwise he is going to hurt me and beat me, and that will set me back and keep me from obtaining my goals.
So basically what he's saying is, look, this is my buddy, my friend. I care about him. But when it's time to fight, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to try to hurt him because it's my job. Now, after I read this, the first thing that came to mind was, oh, okay, so you leave the heavyweight division because you don't want to fight a friend. To go to the light heavyweight division to fight another friend? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to disrespect DC here. I'm just thinking out loud. And I also understand that Rashad is not as close to him as Kane, so it's easier, to go out there and fight him and be emotionally detached when it comes to Rashad. But this creates an interesting situation, because now you have fighters in the UFC who are okay with fighting friends, fighters who are not okay with fighting friends, and fighters who are okay with fighting friends who are not exactly friends. And these fighters that are okay with fighting their friends do it because the UFC and the fans demand it. So when guys like GSP, Rory McDonald say they're not going to fight each other because they're friends, it's almost like they are looked down upon. I remember Chael Sonnen comparing it to playing against a friend in a basketball match because, it's just competition. And I'm like, really? Playing against a friend in a basketball match is the same as stepping into a cage, looking across the cage, seeing my buddy who I care about, somehow shutting out those emotions of love and care and compassion, and then proceed to try and beat him up. That's the same as competing against a friend in basketball? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I personally couldn't do it. If I care about you, I couldn't hurt you, and it's as simple as that. There really isn't much that needs to be said about that. If I care about you, look at you as a good friend, a brother, I won't fight you. I won't try to hurt you. Call it a competition all you want. You're still punching and kicking and trying to hurt each other. And I don't think that you can truly care about someone and still be okay with hurting them in the name of competition. But hey, I know we're all different. So that's why I want to ask you guys a question, and that's the real point of this video. I really would like to know what you guys think about this, so please take some time to leave a comment. Alright? Now I want you to think of a friend, a good friend, someone you hang out with, someone you care about, maybe someone you look at as a brother, a very good friend. Now I want you to imagine being told by the UFC,
look, to advance, to become a contender, to get the opportunity to fight for the belt, you have to fight your friend, and all you guys have to do is compete. It's not really a real fight, it's just competition. You both go back to being friends later when you're done fighting, but you have to fight him to get a chance at the belt.
If you were told that, what would you do? Would you do it? Remember, this is a close friend. Would you fight him? I really want to know what your answers are, so if you watched this video till the end, leave me a comment. I really want to know your thoughts on this. I want to know where you guys are on this. Would you fight a good friend just for the competition? For the fans? For the UFC, if you were a UFC fighter, would you do it? But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys soon. I'm looking forward to your answers. And this should be interesting. Stay safe, guys.